Yo, what's up? It's your boy Currency 365. Hope you guys are doing well. Legends never die, they stay in our hearts. If you want to support us, click the like button, subscribe to the channel, and also you can come down here and hit the join button under the video or in our channel section. And you can also join our Patreon, patreon.com/currency365. And we also have Cash App and also PayPal for supports if you want to sow some seeds. Peace out. God bless. Enjoy the video and keep the movement going. Legends. Bye. All right, all right. Welcome back to Currency 365. Hope you guys are doing well on Super Bowl day. FLR token FLR, one of the gems that I talked about last year when I was doing my top 100 coin market caps, cryptos on coin market caps, and we picked out FLR as one of the gems last year. Said get ready. It was 0.008, and like, yo, get ready. FLR's one of the gems. We got it going to $1 to $5 in the bull cycle. In the peak of the bull cycle, it can definitely hit to that $1 to $5 range, or maybe even before that, right? FLR's so bullish right now. I wouldn't be surprised if it start to really get going and just went parabolic here. But we don't know. We gotta wait and see how it plays out. A lot of times, things have to warm up and warm up and warm up. Then boom, they just starts to run, and everybody starts to FOMO in. So, all right, we'll probably see that because FLR, number one, this community is awesome. Number two, they have so much passive income and opportunities on the chain, and they also provide so much information. It's information overload, right? So it's and so it's really easy to use. Really easy to use. The FLR portal's easy to use. Everything's easy to use. It's not really hard. Um, okay, so FLR network heats up with, and then also they're trying to be deflationary, as you can see here. Even though it is an inflationary coin, or token coin, whatever you want to call it, but it does have deflationary aspects to it, as they are continuing to burn. And remember, all the tokens that are unclaimed, from staking rewards to the Divy payouts every month, and today is a Divy payout, right? And if you don't claim your stuff, if you don't claim within 90 days, that all gets burned. So that's really good. So FLR just burned 66 million of FLR tokens have been burnt, and bringing the total to nearly 400 million. I even saw some other things of FLR burning over 700 million tokens so far. So I don't know. And maybe that's true, maybe that's not. I don't know. But either way, another 66 million tokens have been burnt. And this is probably from unclaimed staking rewards and unclaimed Divvy payouts. All right. So the Divvy payouts today were 4.6 or 4.8%. It was somewhere around there, 4.6 to 4.8% of your total holdings. So if you hold $100,000 worth of FLR, you got free $4,800. Okay, so that's so nice. That's pretty good. All right, I mean it has dropped since the beginning, because the beginning it was over 6%, and a lot of more people have heard about it now, and they're coming on board. So, but yeah, the W payments are still high. It's still 4.6%. It was 4.6 or 4.8. I can't remember which one it was, but it's pretty good, right? So if you so that means what was $1,000 then? If 100,000 was for 4,000, then 10,000 was $460, and that means if you had $1,000 staked if you had $1,000 of wrapped FLR, excuse me, $1,000 of wrapped FLR, you made $46. So a nice little $46 for you today. And then of course, if you have your wrapped FLR, then you're probably staking in some shape or form, either with a staking provider or an FTSO, or whatever they call provider. And now you can also stake through MetaMask apparently here, so through the portal. as well. So you don't. I'm guessing MetaMask set up their own FTSO as a provider as well. I'm not sure, but let's go into that right now. So let's see. Let's go to the Flare network. And there's two. There's two of them. There's two Flares. So if you search for Flare, you should see Flare Community and the Flare network, right? So this is the Flare network, and then you also have the Flare community as well. So you can sign up for both. You can follow both of them. They're both awesome. All right. And so Flare onboards Google Cloud, and that was January 15th. And it says Flare staking now available via the portal.flare.network using MetaMask and Wallet Connect. Unsure how to stake and what to pay attention to? Our guide helps. So there you go. So you can see how you can click on staking, you can connect your wallet, and then you can stake right there, apparently. Okay. So I guess you don't have to go to the delegators or find a delegator and things. Okay. So anyway, so I guess you can do that way as well. All right. So that's very easy. All right. You can also add the Flare network to your MetaMask. So all you got to do is Google add Flare network to MetaMask, and then it will give you the information that you need to do to add a new network, which is going to be the Flare network, right? And then once you do that, then you can connect your wallet to the Flare portal, and then it will sign you into the Flare network on MetaMask, and then you can do what you got to do, right? Also, make sure you send your tokens to the Flare to your Flare wallet as well on MetaMask, so that you are able to stake and do whatever you want to do on there. Okay, let's see here. 11 hours ago, it says more than 7 billion Flare are not wrapped or staked. Okay, so that's a lot, right? So a lot over 7 billion Flare tokens are not wrapped or staked. So people aren't earning staking rewards, or they're not earning the monthly divvy, which means there's more for us. But it is what it is. Hence, missing out on the monthly Flare drops and the monthly stake and staking, right? So they're not staking either. Are you new to Flare? Take a second and to wrap at the portal.flare.network. Yeah, it's very simple to wrap. All you gotta do is click on wrap and make sure you have some Flare in there for gas fees, and that's it. It's that simple. And every time you claim your rewards, it tells you, do you want to wrap your Flare? And to just click the box, or if the box is already checked off, you're good to go. So then you don't have to, you don't have to do anything. It will wrap your staking rewards and your claim and your divvies right to wrap Flare, and you don't have to do nothing. And it will just continue staking for you on that. It will add it to your staking pot. So it's really simple. This is one of the best projects. And remember when Woo Do talked to us about this, when this wasn't even out yet, and Woo Do said this would be this ecosystem and project would be incredible. It would be easy. It'll be one of the best ones on the planet, and it will be like a Christmas present every month until 2026. They're going to be giving out rewards, the monthly reward, and you can stake. It will be like a Christmas present every month, right? And so far this has been really, really exciting to be with the Flare network and the Flare community. This has been very awesome. All right, and the divvies don't stop until January 2026 is the last divvy payout. We're only in February 2024, folks. So I mean, it's really awesome, really, really awesome. Like, can you imagine? I mean, you can literally pay, like, if you load up on Flare, you could literally pay your all your bills, or you can pay your car, you can pay your Lamborghini car payment. You know what I mean? Like, let's say you wanted to get a Lamborghini, like, man, how am I gonna afford it? And you're like, I can just stake Flare. I can stake Flare and get my monthly dividends, and that pays off my Lamborghini and all my maintenance fees on it. You can literally pay off your bills. You can pay your child support this way. I mean, the divvies can pay off your child support. I mean, I mean, it's crazy. It's especially if the price just keeps going up and up and up, right? If people continue to accumulate more and more flare, and the price keeps going up, and then it's going to be a lot more. Your staking rewards are a lot are a lot more in dollar value, and your divvies are a lot more in dollar value. So it's really awesome. They also have a Flare official faucet.flare.network, and you can claim your tokens there. All right, so and it's not Flare tokens, it's these Coston or Coston tokens. I don't know what that is, but okay, Coston 2 tokens. I'm not sure what that is, and you can use that for the Flare test nets and build. You can use it to build things on the test net, okay? Or on the networks, right? Yeah, on the test net. You can use it to build stuff on the test net. All right, so more building, more building, more building. Flare is awesome. Okay, and then you also have the Flare asset system as well. Um, and that's interesting. Flare Network's journey to Flare assets. That's really interesting. Okay, so today was the drop, and so this is the 12th drop. And is it the 12th drop, or did we start in February? I think we started in February. Maybe that's why. Or did we start in March? I can't remember. Or did we start in January? I don't know. Why is it the 12th drop if we're in February? Um, let's see. January, February, March, April, May, June, July. That's 12 right there. December. So how would it be the how would this be the 12th drop? If we started in January, so I guess we didn't start in January. We must have started in March. We must have started in March. March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December, January, February. Yeah, we started. That means we started in March 11th. The drop started in March 11th. That's the only one that will make the 12th drop. So how do you qualify? You have to hold Flare, wrap Flare. You have to wrap your Flare. You can do it on the portal.flare.network, right? You can wrap your Flare tokens there by connecting with MetaMask or Trust Wallet. Um, also, you can it says 3x random snapshots taken in the past 23 days. Also, there's 24 more airdrops to go, right? So, and that literally puts us up in January 11, 2020. January 11, 2026, I think it's the final airdrop. So can you imagine the price of Flare and how expensive that airdrop's probably going to be in January 2020? I don't know. Some of us might be out in January 2025 at the peak of the bull cycle. So it all depends on when the peak of the bull cycle is, right? Because if the peak of the bull cycle is summer of 2025, or let's say fall of 2025, then some of us are not going to make it to January for the airdrops, right? Because if Flare's sitting there at $1 to $5, I think a lot of people are going to cash out, even if they can still get airdrops, right? Okay, so let's get to the price here. You can see a massive spike there on the price happened there after the announcement of burning 66 million tokens there. Okay, so the total supply is 100 billion tokens, 33 million in circulation. But as we can see, that we're burning a lot of the tokens that are not being claimed and staking rewards, and also not being claimed for Divvy payouts are being burnt. So Flare volume's up today, big time. 20 million and up 68%. And then also it's the number 64 now in the top 100. Wow. So this thing was barely out. This thing was outside the top 100. Then it came into the top 100. We made a video on it. Said it's a gem. This is one of the gems we're looking at, and this thing has exploded to the top 65. Wow. So good way to go on Flare here. And I mean, it's an XRP partner token. It was airdropped through XRP, so The XRP army is involved in this thing, and that's why I was surprised that it was under a cent. I was like, this is a steal. Um, this is going to be one of my best calls ever as well, because this is 0.008, calling it there at the gem at 0.008 almost reminds me of XRP when we called it at 0.009, and then XRP ran to $3 that same year. So I wonder what well, actually technically it was not the same year. It was the first 2 weeks of January 2028, but you get the point. Um we called XRP in March at 0.009 2017, and it hit, I think it hit $3 plus in the first 2 weeks of I think it was either January or February of 2020 of 2018. Okay, so it was something like that, right? So anyway, so within it was still within a year, but it wasn't the same year. All right, just to clear that up. Okay, so we called Flare here at 0.008, and now it's already at 3 cents. And wouldn't be surprised if we woke up in a couple of weeks and it's at $3. You know what I mean? The way this thing is going right now. It's people are accumulating and they're not selling. I'm not selling at all. Like I want one. I'm not selling anything until $1, right? So I'm gonna just continue to get the divvies. The divvy payments are gonna get much bigger. They're gonna 10x, 100x from here. So I'm not selling anything until I get $1, right? At least $1. Or I'm not selling anything until I at least I make them, at least if I cash out, I'm up a million plus. So just let the staking grow, let the divvies grow, and if I can, until I make a million apparently. All right, so at least a million, and you can see that we're only at $1 billion market cap. So I mean, think about it. This thing is only at $1 billion market cap, and Boink was able to get to a Boink. It was able to, I mean, like me. I know it's a meme play, and it doesn't have no. I don't think it has any utilities. Like, and it was able to get to like a $3 billion market cap. Boink off of Solana, right? And then you had Myra and Myro and stuff. Like Myro was able to go crazy and get up to $1 billion market cap plus, right? And then you got Flare, which has an ecosystem. You know what I mean? Like the Flare network has utility galore, has passive income, has all types of technology for the future, and it's just at $1 billion market now. Like, what I mean? So that's the one thing about cryptos I don't really understand is that we punish companies that are very technical and that have a lot of utilities. We punish them. I mean, because we did the same thing with Vote Inu. Vote Inu had all this technology and all this utilities, and when people did not want to do anything with it. They wanted to stay away from it. But then they went to Poop Coin and all these other. Hey, look, this looks good. You know what I mean? Like, and Vote sitting there like, oh, we got this and eco this. We got the vote cards. We got the card, the virtual cards for you. We got the games. We got the same thing with Shiba Inu. We got the games. We got this. And you want to go to Poop Coin and and all this other stuff that have no utilities and nothing. And that's cryptos, man. You know what I mean? Unfortunately, that is cryptos. People don't really care about your utilities and the things that you can actually do as a crypto, right? And so I'm hoping that's changing now. And I'm hoping that more people are finding out that yeah, it's cool to run after these coins that do nothing and just hype, but it's also really cool to check out the ones that actually have utilities and have technology utilities and are going to actually be around in the future as well, right? So I'm actually shocked that Flair's only at a $1 billion market cap because really with all the things that it has going for it, it should be at a $10 billion market cap, heading towards 20. Um, I don't see no difference between Flair and Solana. You know what I mean? I mean this network is unbelievable, right? And so take advantage of it, folks. And I think the Flare community is going to take advantage of it. I think they're gonna say we're not selling anything until $1. They and they're gonna let this thing pump. And I think it's gonna be awesome. Anyways, that's it. Peace out. God bless. Hope you guys are doing well. The gem continues to gem out, right? So we called it way down here. Look at that, right? So this is when we were doing those 100 top 100 gem videos, right? And we talked about it here at that .008 area, and so you can't say it wasn't I was lying because I said .008, and look, the chart even says .008. There it is. And this is when we were doing those videos, the crypto 100 crypto gem videos, finding gems in the top 100, right? On the, what do you call it, Currency 365 until he got terminated. Maybe we called too many gems out and they didn't like it. I don't know. But anyways, there's your .008. So you can see we weren't lying. I even know the price that we were talking about and saying it's a gem here, folks. You don't miss this. And it's been straight up since then. This thing is absolutely gone ballistic. It's actually doubled since then. So one flip would be 1 cent six. Another flip would be 3.2, and that's where we are right now. Right, so double. So if you had put 10,000 here, you'd be up $40,000 right now. Plus all the staking rewards and the divvies, you'd probably be up a lot more, right? So you'd probably be up $50,000 right now with all the staking rewards and the divvies combined since October. So yeah, October, November, December, January, February. Yeah, so yeah, you probably be up $50,000 right now if you had put $10,000 in here, right? So you messing with all the stupid meme coins, and they're not stupid, but I'm just saying they're part of cryptos, right? We got but I think it's time for people to come back to real tokens that are going to be real coins and real tokens, real blockchains. This is why we're promoting AVAX and Flare and and Matic and things with real that are going to be here for the long term, and not and that really have a really nice utility and technology. All right. Peace out. God bless. I'll see you guys in another one, man. This has been a gem, and hopefully you guys are up big on this one. I know some of you guys are up big on this one, and hope you guys continue to be up big on this one. And yeah, man, I'm holding for $1 or until I see $1 million in my account, right? So either one or the other. So either $1 million through the divvy payments and the staking rewards, or the price action up going up, or cashing out at $1. So either one of the two, whatever one comes first. All right. Peace out. God bless. I'll see you guys next week.